This demo highlights how OTC Digital in collaboration with Onera has built a working Finternet, a unified ledger for digital assets. This is an end-to-end digital assets demo where we show how dealers, investors, and custodians interact with each other in the life cycle of digital assets on multiple ledgers. Here, a dealer on the left-hand side creates assets and distributes them in the primary market to investors on the right-hand side, shown in the green color. Both are using the OTC front office platforms that interact with ledgers and with each other.
At the same time, we demonstrate on another screen the back office or the custodian platform for the dealer, in blue, and the custodian platform for the investor, in green.
Back to the front office platforms. An investor can subscribe to assets from multiple issuers or dealers using the Onera network. The OTC Digital platforms are integrated with the Onera FinP2P network. Hence, assets from Corda, Besu, Canton, and other networks can be accessed and traded by the investor using the OTC Investor platform. Here, the investor can see a list of corporate bonds in the primary market published by the Onera network. The OTC Digital platform enables the investor to view the details of a bond such as trade dates, coupon, other economic parameters, etc. The investor can use the order management system to place an order on these bonds. The order is sent to the Onera FIX adapter. The Onera network coordinates with the bond issuer to execute and settle the order and finally completes the trade. This can be seen in the order audit trail. Now let us go through the entire life cycle of a private equity.
The issuer or dealer first creates the private equity. For this demo, the dealer enters standard values that includes issue name, size, issue price, series type, issue currency, etc. The next step is to register the security on the Privacy First Polymesh private permissioned ledger as a confidential asset using a transfer agent. The transfer agent is responsible for the creation, mint, and lifecycle services of the security. After the security is registered, the dealer then publishes the security to a distribution list. The distribution list identifies the parties to whom the security details are published. The dealer can maintain multiple distribution lists based on market requirements.
Since the investor is part of the distribution list, the investor platform shows the just created private equity.
The dealer and investor custodians also view the private equity as they are part of the distribution list. The custodian or investor can view the full details of the private equity.
The investor can also view the term sheet or other legal documents defined in the security definition. The investor subscribes to the security in the primary market. The subscription with the amount is displayed in the subscription table.
The dealer platform receives the subscription and is displayed in real time.
The custodians are not involved in the subscription process and hence do not see the subscription.
When sufficient subscriptions are received, the dealer initiates the minting of tokens and notifies the transfer agent. The transfer agent mints the tokens in the Polymesh private blockchain. Then using zero-knowledge proofs, the agent transfers the tokens to the dealer custodian. Finally, the dealer distributes the tokens to the subscribers. The dealer platform creates a common domain model, CDM, contract for each trade. This trade is cryptographically signed by the dealer and the investor, thus creating a binding contract. This contract is also sent to the corresponding custodians.
The custodians then start the settlement of the primary market trades. The settlement screens of the custodians show the progress of the delivery versus payment settlement. Let us look at the audit trails of the settlement for both custodians. The audit trails show the DVP initiation, both custodians submitting their asset transfer proofs and then each verifying the transfer details. Finally, the settlement is executed in the Polymesh chain where the assets are exchanged and balances updated with full privacy. The primary market trade is marked as settled in the custodian screen. The private equity and cash positions are also updated in real time. The custodians have the ability to set up manual controls at any time during the settlement process for compliance or risk management purposes.
The front office platforms are also updated in real time. The dealer's trade shows settled, and the security and cash positions are also updated.
Similarly, the investor trade and positions are also updated. So all parties' trades and positions are always synchronized in the OTC platforms. Such automated workflows enable the buy-side firms to practically eliminate all manual operations and outsource them to the custodians. Moving on to secondary market trading. OTC Digital provides order management systems for both fixed-based orders and request for quotes. The investor can initiate a quote request for a security and send it to the dealer.
The dealer receives the quote and responds with a bid and offer price for the security.
The investor reviews the response from the dealer and decides to buy or sell the security.
The dealer reviews the intent to purchase the asset and confirms the trade. Similar to primary markets, OTC Digital Dealer Platform generates a CDM trade and distributes that to the investor and corresponding custodians.
The custodians work together to settle the secondary market trade similar to the primary market settlement. You can see the updated cash and security positions for both custodians.
You can see similar updates to the front office platforms. Let us check the transaction and balance in the Polymesh private blockchain. You can see the values are encrypted to everyone. Only the custodians and the transfer agent have the ability to decrypt the values. Next, the investor can now create a digital fund and distribute to the marketplace. Here the investor acts as the manager of the fund. The fund manager has the ability to create money market, private equity, multi-asset type of funds. The security dealer will act as the broker-dealer trading funds on behalf of its retail, high net worth, private bank customers. The fund manager can set up the fund holdings containing a mix of traditional and digital assets. Finally, the fund can be created, distributed, traded in primary and secondary markets as shown before for private equity. This completes the OTC Digital demo. Thank you for your time.